known you for a short time, but you have my respect. Doubly so for helping out with this, she says, looking at that shit over there. I'm just trying to do right by people. You're a noble soul. She rubs the back of her neck awkwardly. I would 100% disagree. But I'm wondering if there's maybe some way we can keep them around. That is not like reanimating them or anything. She has like 2 minute shakes. Like, no. Not like reanimating them or anything, but... Well, you call upon the souls of other people, right? Only those I can pass on. They clearly have. Right, but if they only come back for a short amount of time and they're not restricted to this world, that's okay, right? By the tenets of Goddess of Philosopher. That is riding on a technicality. But it's right. Yes. Would you help? Please? We'll help you do stuff. Whatever it is. That's not something I'm trying to bargain for, Miss Amber. She begins pinching the bridge of her nose. Oscar does walk over and begin like talking with them. If I can add a comment, ma'am. By all means.
I hear you, right?
No, you guys are fucking out of the town right at this point.
Okay.
This is only Sajar hears us.
He's lurking.
Yeah. If I might add something, Miss Jastra, ma'am. By all means. You... he sighs and thinks how to say it. Looking at Miss Belair and seeing her father there, that's an unbreakable bond. I think there's proof in that, so I would argue with Miss Amber here that we're not doing anything more than he's already done himself. Very well. Let me ponder the matter. I don't promise anything, but we'll see. Yes! Now, as you guys are on the approach back, you guys can hear Amber just sort of going off, spouting about how, in case you forgot your own job, how about this idea, or this idea, or this idea? And Jace was like, that's not how it works. No. Putting them inside a gem and then putting that into a construct is still semi-equivocal to reconstituting them. No.
You're just trying to find
interject or add something to the conversation before the others return.
Sure.
I just sort of walk up to them and sort of keep my voice low, but not like whispering or anything. I just say, looking at Amber, you're a far better person than you give yourself credit for.
Shut up.
Anyone who can't see that is an idiot.
She plugs her ears. Oh, I can't hear you. Don't put that curse on me, Sajar. You wait. She opens up her eyes and like takes a peek at you, seeing that you're standing there like fucking Oblivion NPC. And then she slowly pulls her fingers out of her ears.
You know I'm right.
No, I don't. I'm not trying to be a good person, Sajar. Good people get taken advantage of.
You don't have to be a good person to do good.
Whatever. And now, you guys all arrive back as Amber is resuming her conversation with Jastra about different loopholes, which Jastra's like, I've already given you, like, a bit, alright? It's not a case of take an inch, grab a mile, alright? No.
You're taking an inch, you're gonna be happy with the inch.
Exactly. So it's like, she's like, no. And that's, as you guys are arriving back, she just holds up a hand towards Amber. I will look into it, Miss Amber. It is more than a question of morality or ethics. It is a point of straining one's soul and bringing them back through the dark journey to the afterlife. ongoingly at that.
Silas just stares as they slow their approach now.
Like Kanye.
All right, I trust you on that, ma'am. Also, she holds out a hand. Thanks. Jason takes it and gives her a firm shake. Also, can I ask something unrelated to all this? Certainly. How does that work? And she points at the scythe that's collapsed and hanging off her belt. It's something my cousin made. It's a piece of gizmo gadgetry. Amber just stares at it. It looks so cool. I'll be sure to give him your compliments.
You want one?
You know, Emma, we could commission something like that for you if you really want to.
I mean, there's
No,
other
I'm
parts of
fine
the
with my
world apart from
knives.
those.
I'm fine with my knives. I'm just saying it looks cool. And besides, stuff like that probably takes a good amount of maintenance, doesn't it? She says, look at Jester, and she just nods like, yep, it does. Yeah. I don't know if we always have the opportunity for that. You can't fuck up a knife. Even if you break it off the handle. If you'll... she looks over at still the scene over there. Perhaps I should stay for a little while longer, but please, don't let me take away your evenings. I think we've all earned a moment of respite. And I imagine a large amount of conversations need to happen. She gestures back over there. Let it be known, Jacer does have a trick weapon, as codified out by the Blood Hunter UA, a supplement, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah,
That's-
that one.
Yeah, it's not Greenland in the setting formally, but it's exceptions here and there. So, she notices you three, I guess, that are standing on the hill.
Mhm.
Good timing.
Hi.
She
Yes,
holds out her hand to receive the gems.
Silas frowns and holds it like the. I imagine Silas put them in like a sack or something. Something to hold them together.
And everything seemed to be on the up and up, so they should be there.
You hand them
They
over?
don't- Yeah, I said Silas holds out the.
You gotta deposit them into her hands, not the other way around.
I said Silas will drop it into her hands.
Inside of her.
Thus proving symbolically that you have given it willingly.
Mm.
She opens it up and examines them and pulls out one of them and stares at it. And you can see her eyes begin taking on the same glow they took on when she was mid-fight. This bright green glow. How sad. She takes that, pulls out another one. You'll be free soon enough. She pulls out the third one. And just sighs at that one.
Looking at the
moment.
gems in disgust, Sajar just comments, I had forgotten you had those vile things.
I think after she's like, I already forgot how to pronounce her name. What's her name?
Gestra?
Yeah.
Daystra.
After Daystra,
J,
takes
as
them
in
each
J.
out individually, showing that they are all there, etc. Silas will start to walk away. They're not going far, but they're going probably
They're
back
exiting
towards
from
where
the
the camp was.
She immediately goes over and begins, I guess, siphoning the souls inside into the ritual object. Which is written in a language that none of you know. It's like a big soul gem in and of itself. It does float in place, and it is wrapped in some sort of talisman like paper, and written on that talisman as it wraps all around it is a language that none of you know.
What is that?
It has different names throughout history. I know some settlers in other times use them to protect as protection. Me and mine simply call them grave lights. She begins siphoning out souls.
Grave Light's like in the Colonial campaign, right?
Yes, like the Colonial campaign.
The second her
The
like
sec-
color scheme popped, I was like, why do you look familiar?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like some sort of continuity across
Several
campaigns.
campaigns.
What the fuck are you talking about, you freako?
I know. I'm a little freak. I'm not freakazoid. He's way too
But
buff.
we're not.
Uh,
We're not at the bottom of the ocean.
yeah.
That's great.
Hey, do we have to? Could we like roll to see if like our
You
wires
guys
get
have
crossed
no.
and we see
There's
that?
no chance you
No.
guys know what this is. There is no.
No,
fucking chance.
not for that. For like I don't know, Dreaming City kind of intervening because like two of us at least know it. Fuck.
You guys don't control how the Dream City stuff works. No. 3 souls siphon into it, and she examines the quality of these gems. Compared to what she has access to, these are probably pieces of shit. So she just sort of shatters them against the bigger Gravelight, and it actually absorbs the material. Just the crystalline shrapnel and debris, little bits just add into the grand mass of the Gravelight. So now the Gravelight is like, I don't know, like 1% bigger by mass. She stares at the light. And she looks over at them. Them being, Kasai and her tribesmen and Blair and so on and so forth. Before I do anything, would you please inquire with them about your request? I know the sword, she says, gesturing at the Liga Artisalis. I know what the fields of Elysium are like. Well, there might be much to do here in the mortal realm. The fields of Elysium are paradise for them. I don't know if they're so ready to leave it. So can you please ask? Fine. She rubs the back of her neck. Maybe we should ask Kasai to ask.
I think that's wise.
Come on.
Oh, head over. Oh wait, no, Alexander can't be here. Never mind.
Yeah, Silas and Alexander are over there.
Over there.
Even South and Alexander thing.
Well, do you guys do anything? Or are you guys just sort of one of you watching out over the other one dodging the situation?
Unless Alessander intervenes or talks to them, Sasa just kind of pace for a bit, just kind of bide their time.
At the back at the camp, right, away from everyone.
I don't think you're the back of the... I mean, if you want to go all the way back to the camp, then sure.
Like Jaystra's fire thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's up to you. 'Cause
I mean,
that's
unless
like,
it's how far is it?
a few blocks.
Yeah, but not like insane distance, right?
That's up to you to determine.
Yeah,
Here, I'll put it in the same way I talked about Morgan. If you guys got ghosted by something right now, no one would know you got ghosted.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I think it's a
Keep an eye out for
I think
any
it's a moot
raspy
point
breathing.
because once we get I don't know, maybe like 100 feet away from the rest of the group, I think Alessander moves to catch up with Silas. And again, white man jump scare. He says, so he's he's not like Sebastian. He isn't like stealth as a default. So you hear him
Hey.
approach.
You're right.
And he says, "You seemed quite unwilling to part with those for someone who's just keeping them safe."
Not right now,
Why not?
because I said when we get back.
No, you said after. It's after.
And when we get back,
kind of man would I be if I let this fester until we got back?
One who listens to his friends, unless we're not friends anymore.
How old is Silas? Pretty young, right?
Very.
Yeah.
He says. He says, you know, with all that fur, I sometimes forget how young you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have anything to do with your, with what happened in Burford?
Don't. I said, when we get back. I don't want to talk about it right now. This isn't about me. This is for Blair.
You say that, but what are you gonna do till we get back? Pout? Isolate yourself? Look inward and lose yourself
If I had
again?
a minute, if I just had a minute alone, then you wouldn't have to worry.
What happened last time you were alone?
Now I know what can happen.
And now you should be smart.
And not let it happen again. The problem wasn't being alone.
What was the problem then?
The problem was I wanted it. If you're talking what I think you're talking about, I wanted to see him. So I did.
You still want to see him, don't you?
I do, but I know what's going to happen if I try the same thing. So I'm not.
If you don't want
Believe it or not, I'm not. Sorry, what were you saying?
He says if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But I'll be damned if I leave you alone with your thoughts.
Then at least grant me silence to think until the others come back.
You shouldn't stray too far. But I can give you silence.
Speaking of straying too far, can both of you roll my perception? No reason. No reason. Not like there's a creature that
Was
They're about
stalking
to
us
get
at one point.
assimilated into the meat.
assimilate your flesh or whatever out there in the
Yum.
twins. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You know what the worst part is?
No.
You don't see the creature that assimilates flesh. You do see a helmeted figure disappear into nothingness.
Oh no.
What? A helmeted figure disappeared into nothingness?
Yeah,
So
black
there's-
armor, black helmet, staring at you from the darkness.
Our long lost friend.
No. No,
This thing
not
doesn't look familiar at all, does it?
Was it
not
like,
Abigail and ain't Lambert and ain't
was it
Redain.
the knight that replaced Lambert?
It's not the Nightmare Knight, although he does have a similar aesthetic.
Oh fuck.
Is it a different guide?
Does he have a red sword?
No, he doesn't have a red sword. Fortunate for you.
How close is he? Is it?
As you guys, walk back and into the camp, he's sort of already there. Enjoying the fire. Lounging. And as you guys walk in on him, he looks at you and fades into nothingness. Like a specter.
I think Silas was already tense and seeing this, and they're like, I feel like there's a moment of silence where the both of them are just like, what the fuck? And then Silas just goes, for fuck's sake!
Oh, perfect!
Oh boy.
Thank you for reacting in a violent manner. Take a Twisted Awakening.
Okay.
The more lost to your sorrows you get, the closer you get to the nightmares. So thank you for reacting so violently.
You're welcome.
I'll give like a sliver of the art. Let me see if I can locate it. It's not under
Just
the
like
name.
the eye line or something.
It's not in the location. It's not under the name. Rather, I thought I named it under. Seems to be an ongoing trend. But I know it's somewhere in here, so I'm looking for it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll grab a sliver of it. I'll grab a sliver of it. Okay, there we go.
So if it's not Darth Vader with a red sword, is it Kylo Ren?
There's a sliver of it.
That looks like the fucking Predator. Oh, wait, no, that's a Bloodborne shit. Is that Bloodborne shit? It looks kind of Bloodborne-y.
I'm not at liberty to answer any of these questions.
No, it's supposed to
We have 42 by 130 pixels.
To Alexander, that feeling of omen and ominous nature and despair you felt at Sajar's house greets you once again, old friend.
Fucking shit.
He gives a small nod. Wishes he had a bowl of ice right now.
Silas does too, for completely different reasons.
Yeah, so you feel it as well, Silas. You feel it as well. You just don't have like a metric to compare it against. It does fade once he fades.
Alistair doesn't say a goddamn word. He promised silence.
To the other two of you, in the dead silence of this village, can you guys roll me your perception?
Sound based.
Not you, the other two.
Oh, right.
That tracks.
I wouldn't have that one. Perception. Don't suck.
Yeah.
This is part of my long-term big brain strategy. If I never notice anything, I can't get affected by the things that are actually there. Clearly.
Right. That makes
People never get another Twisted Awakening because they don't see.
Sure. But yeah, Morgan, you do hear Silas shout in
Coping mechanism.
So Jar be like,
they sound, I will say they don't sound like panicked. They just sound done. I don't know if my tone came across, but they're just like
no, it 100% did.
Good.
If she like super quick glanced across the group, anybody else notice it?
Amber heard it, Kasai heard it, America heard it.
Right.
I think Tullis and Delver are 50-50, so let me roll them real fast.
I feel like this is also the moment where she realizes Alessandra's not here.
Plus a d6 on top of that for Tullis.
I'm assassinating Silas.
Yes, that's the final thing they say.
You don't hear anything after.
But I don't hear gunshots.
They said for fuck's sake because they saw the piano wire come down over their eyes.
Delvin doesn't notice, but Tullis did. You see Amber get a frown on her face and roll her eyes.
Morgan will just do like some like small hand gesture of just stay here and do your thing, and she'll head off in that direction.
Roll me your insight.
I can roll an insight. My voice. Yeah, let's see. Holy God.
That's very good.
Oh my God.
When she's good at insights.
For better and worse at this moment.
I don't want to be worse.
Do you remember? I don't know if you guys recall it. She brought up last session of what she said to Tullis and Anushka when it was just them. You recall that?
Yeah.
You call those details there, right?
Besides them breaking up.
Yes. Besides from them breaking up. Remember what else she said? She did tell Tullis to go find a tree. She did say that. Yeah. Aside from that and the breaking up part, do you remember? I can remind you if not, but I'm just curious.
I would appreciate the reminder, considering we've been here for a while and my head's hurt. Or not my head's hurt, but...
So you think your head hurts?
Yeah. We've been here a while. I need the softball pitch.
I had to pop more meds before I slammed the rocks. Anyways.
Oh, God.
She said something along the lines to both of them of, You are this way until it counts. At the critical moments, you fall short. So Anushka wants to help Amber, but every time Amber actually does need help, she falls short. Tolis wants to help other people, but every time it counts, people disappear. You are this way up until push comes to shove, and then you fall short. It's a bit annoying. Or pathetic. At a 39 insight, Amber's not blind. For as much of a people person as Silas claims to be, one might constitute this as falling short. Because between Kasai, Blair, and Silas, you can take your money and place a bet with it as to which one is lower to Amber on her tier list. So, as you go off, you do see the perturbed look from Amber as she rolls her eyes, having heard the expletive. You make your way down. The place is dark now. The only light are the cinders of Jastra's fire. So it's really the only place you really visibly can see.
Depending on how much light that I should provide, Silas might do like a prestidigitation to do a small light or something.
Now you guys could just add wood to the fire. That's also fair
No,
game.
we have to do it magic. I'm kidding.
Cast
No,
fireball!
Make the fire crackle, and that would break the silence.
You spot Alessander and Silas.
Just kind of like looks between the two
fire
of them.
Dark Souls style.
Just looks between the two of them. It's just like, what the fuck was that?
What was what?
Looks from Silas over to Alessander. Just like
He
any
looks up at
explanation.
you. You see, he gives a silent sigh. He looks over at Silas.
I imagine at this point, you said he was sitting at the fire, right?
Yep.
Silas is a good distance away from you. Like they said, pacing. Just thinking.
There's not gonna be any explanation at all, is there?
I mean, Silas asked what was what.
Yeah, I was looking to Alessander to see if there was any reaction or anything, basically.
He gestured at Silas.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that part. Do you want to, like, do you want me to just not talk about this? Do you want me just to go?
Mm-hmm. They like look at you and give like a to say it's like, you know, like the sarcastically happy, like kind of thing would be inaccurate because they're not trying to be an asshole about it, but they're like,
Not trying to be an asshole. They're kind of being an asshole though.
Doesn't even need to try.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fuck off. And it's like, okay. Just kind of like puts up like, I imagine she's just kind of like leaning around a corner more or less and just like started to be like, hello? And it's like, just puts up one hand. It's like, okay. And it just like goes back around the corner and just leaves. Just like, sure.
Is Blair and Tristram coming with us to the camp?
Are you guys going to the camp?
I mean, I was just saying, coming over to the camp, what the fuck you mean? There's no air. Jastra, I just asked Amber to go ask the 3 specters that are not alive anymore if they actually even want what Amber's trying to pitch.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit confused as to where everybody is at the moment.
So Alessander and Silas went back to the fire camp, and everyone else is back at the basically where we were fighting, which
Okay,
is
thank you. Gotcha.
up there. Yeah. And then Morgan heard them shouting, came over here, getting very fuck off energy. So it's like, I'm just gonna fuck off actually, and it's just gonna head back.
Got it. Thank you for
Cool.
clarifying. I got a picture now.
She gonna go that way.
In the meantime, Amber asks Kasai, like, do you want to ask them if they want to stick around? Like, if I'm being perfectly honest, I would 100% take him in a fight. And she looks at Kasai. Maybe, you know. I don't. Right, Nevros. My bad, Navros. She does like a placative, like, oh, the merciful Lord, please don't smite me. Like, sort of gesture. I'm just saying, you looked up to them. And I see why now. Don't you want to keep them around? I do, but... She looks at the two of them who are sort of beholding this entire upper area here, including them. But I don't know if they would stay. They'd want to stay. I mean, there's only one way to find out. I will ask. She begins walking over to her late predecessors. They don't keep it particularly quiet, because I just ask. She greets them by their names, Lyceratus Marius and Alas Temeriel. Lyceratus Marius has a bit more of an accent on speed, if you want to call it that, as Kasai herself. Again, more of like a Russian one. Whereas Alas Temeriel doesn't. He does sound different. A much more distinct accent. A bit more, how to say, hushed tone, soft spoken in a certain regard. But the thing is, he is able to project it so well still that you can still hear it just fine. So I only went up here at this current point, so you feel like you've heard this accent somewhere. You just can't place it. But
So
yeah,
we should think about that as this goes on.
Yeah, so she asks, her predecessors if they would want to stay. She'd actually no. There's one other thing she would ask. She would ask what happened. Many things happened, young Kasai. We met our glorious ends, and all of the Sword Ardent are in Elysium now. Young one, you are in danger. Everywhere is in danger. Not just this war, but something more. Marius speaks true, Kasai. That which we faced is... They might have been men of this world, but they wielded strife beyond. She thinks about it. Gets a realization. Seems you already know. She nods. She looks back in your direction, Sajar. You and Amber sort of stand next to each other, totally not listening in. Totally not. Nope. who would do something as rude and intrusive as listening in on a It's a totally public conversation, though. Anyways, she looks over in your guys' direction. One of my tribesmen is wondering if you would stay, if you had the chance.